Greetings YouTube, this is Jared with Omnivore Blade Works, and you're looking at a handle routing jig that I've made, which has a downdraft for my 6-inch into 4-inch nozzle, which leads up to a pipe and an 8-inch dust collector, and then I've got another T, which is a blast gate, and I need to block off that side behind the miter box saw while I'm using this collector box, because I want to get as much micarta dust as I can. This is kind of jimmy rigged right now, but I'm just using what I can for no money. So what I've done is I've made some two-dimensional blanks with my CNC router, and I made this jig mostly with the CNC router. And it's a double-sided jig, so I can use either a left side blank or a right side blank. The difference is that I've got tabs on the top part, the outside part, which will get cut off, and these are just basically a mirror image. And then in the router area, I've got this piece of MDF, which is loose right now. I'm going to glue it together once I figure out this process 100%. And then I've got a steel trim jig, which I've been using this for a long time to make handles. And then a standoff, which keeps the little screw here, which holds the bearing on to the router bit from touching this base plate. And then I got a couple of nickel silver pins, which I can pull out. This is kind of a friction fit setup. And then I can flip the handle over, and I can do the other side exactly the same way with one fixture. I'm going to be changing this fixture with a pin location. I'm going to maintain this pin location, but I need to move this one down closer to the butt of the tomahawk or the sword, so that way it's just gives a little bit more purchase and strength in that section. So you can see that with this all assembled, I can grab a router. First one I will use probably is this little guy, which is a quarter round over bit, and I'll just stick it in the hole, and I can drive around the entire perimeter and maintain contact. I'm not going to drive around this little front part. I'm going to do a chamfer bit there, but you can drive around everything and then maintain a perpendicular cut, because I have the MDF and the tomahawk grip on the same plane. I had to plane down the spacer so that it would be just right. So I'm going to do this operation for you, and you can see how much dust is generated. And it used to be a whole lot of dust because I was using a 4-inch pipe in my hand, my left hand, while I was operating the router with my right hand. And now I've got a bigger dust collector, and it just sucks a little better, and hopefully will be almost dust free. But I'm gonna still wear my respirator so I don't get dead. Chamfer bit. Round over there. Elliptical bit. So that was basically all there is to it. So this is pretty much a smooth tangential transition from an ellipsoid profile or contour up to the flat. And the only thing left to do to this particular handle is going to be to countersink these holes, and then take it with a slack belt sanding belt, probably a 220 grit, and then kind of blend. There's a little bit of a flat spot you can feel there, but I'm going to blend that so that it's a smooth transition, and then also get rid of the sheen on there, and then sandblast them with about a 60 grit aluminum oxide. And then I'll clean that grit off and put some ballistol on the grips, or WD-40, and they'll be ready to install on a tomahawk or a sword. So I've got a bunch of grips to do in black and in tan and in green, and so I'll be cutting those, and you can see how I do it, and hopefully I won't make such a giant mess this time. Alright, that's where we're at here at Omnivore Blade Works, making grips. It's really hot in the shop, so hopefully it won't get too sweaty. See you next time.